Hello everyone, this is Muhammad Imtiaz Alam, lecturer of Cambrian Institute of Modern Languages, shortly known as CIML. So in today's video, we're going to talk about the reading and writing module of A1 movers. The level is A1 and we call it as the name as movers. So you can see the official logo of CAE. This is called as Cambridge Assessment English. And we are seeing there is center number and candidate number. So obviously whenever you will have your official page and whenever you will give your CAE exam, you will see this type of options. Then you have to fill up your center number and also you have to fill up your candidate number. And there is the A1 movers reading and writing module. Okay, so let's go to the mark distribution and exam format. So you will have 30 minutes. You can see in this block you will have 30 minutes, and within this 30 minutes you have to answer 35 questions. So 30 minutes to answer 35 questions. You will need a pen or pencil. My suggestion is either use pen or pencil, but don't mix both. Okay, so the first thing is you will have 30 minutes, and based on this 30 minutes you have to answer 35 questions. Now in this segment you have to write your name. We are going directly to the parts of reading and writing module A1 movers. Part 1, it's all about the look and read, choose the correct words and write them on the lines. There is one example. So part 1 is about 5 questions. You will have 5 questions. Okay, and you can see there is 5 questions, and 5 questions, all the questions are having individual clues. So what you have to do, you have to see this sentence, you have to understand the meanings, and based on the meanings you have to match with these words. You can see the picture, you are also seeing the words, and based on the clues you have to fill the gaps. Like we are going with the first example, and that is the people in this sometimes sing or play guitar. So we are seeing, we have to see, okay, so this is the picture. You can see there are 3 people. The girl is singing, that boy at the back is playing drums, and also that boy is playing guitar. So basically they are playing as a band. So you are seeing the picture and you are seeing the clue answer as a band, so you have to fill the gap as a band. So the people in this sometimes sing or play guitars, and the answer is a band. So you have to do exactly the same things. You will have 5 questions. You have to read the questions, you have to understand the meanings, and based on the meanings you have to match these clues with the pictures you are seeing in these areas. Okay, you have to see the picture, you have to see the title, then you have to see the clues, you have to understand the meanings, and based on the meanings you have to match the clue, and you have to fill the gaps according to the image or according to the clue. So there are only 5 questions. Now we are going to the part 2. Okay, so this part will have 6 questions. Okay, let us read the question, read the text and choose the best answer. So we are seeing there is one boy and one girl, and they are communicating with each other. We are seeing a picture, and in this picture one boy and one girl, they are having a conversation about something. So what you have to do, there will be conversation and you have to choose the correct response. I am repeating again. Okay, you have to choose the correct response or reply. Now the example, you can see that boy, the name of the boy is Paul and the name of the girl is Daisy. So Paul is saying, what do you do last night, Daisy? And Daisy gave her best response. Okay, I watched television. Why this is the correct answer? Because you can see last night indicates as the past activity, and in these options only option A is indicating as past activity. So the answer will be option A. So you have to do the rest of the answer just like this. You will see the question and then you will see the options, and based on the options you have to choose the best response or best reply. Remember, whenever you are choosing anything you have to be very careful about the grammatical aspects. Okay, these type of questions will have options, and you have to identify your correct options according to the grammatical accuracy. So you have to be very careful about while you are giving your answers. So there will be 6 questions. Okay, every question will have 3 types of options or 3 types of response, and you have to select the best response. But remember, whenever you are giving response, you have to select the best response according to the grammatical aspects. So you will have 6 questions in this part. Going to the part 3, again you will see there are 6 questions. Let us read the question. Read the story. Choose a word from the box. Write the correct word next to number 1 to 5. There is one example. So again, you will have fill in the gaps. You can see there are 5 gaps. Basically, there is a story, and this story is having 5 gaps, and you will see there are lots of options with pictures. There is many options, many images, and each and every image has their titled word. So what you have to do? You have to read the story. You have to understand the meaning of the story, and then you have to see these options, see these images and title words, and based on your understanding you have to fill the gap. I am repeating again, based on your understanding of the passage you have to fill in the gap within these words or these images. Okay, so you have to take words from these options and you have to fill the gaps. There is one example. You can see the first example is library, and we can see the picture library is already there. The first image is library. So you have to read the story, understand the meaning, and then you have to fill in the gap from these options. And the number 6, the question number 6 is exciting. Let us read the question. Now choose the best name for the story. Tick one box. So you have already read the story, and now based on your understanding of the story, you have to tick a perfect title. Basically you have to tick a title. Okay, you have read the story. Now you have to choose the perfect title for this story. So you have to read the story carefully, you have to understand the meaning, and based on the meaning you have to tick one perfect title for the story. So this is your question number 6. Now we are heading towards part 4, and this part is having 5 questions. Okay, let us read the question. Read the text, choose the right words, and write them on the line. So you can see there are 5 questions, each and every question having one gap, and you have to fill the gaps, and you will see there will be 3 options. Okay, so the drill is simple. Each and every question you will have 3 options, and you have to choose the correct option from these 3. Okay, so you are having 5 questions. Each and every question will have one gap, and you have to fill the gap. You will have 3 options, just like you can see this is the first question and you will have 3 options, and you have to choose the best option, okay, from these options. So you have to remember the meaning, the grammatical context, the cohesion. So everything you have to have in considerations whenever you are doing this type of reading and writing task. My suggestion is, whenever you are attempting reading and writing module, you have to be very careful about grammatical aspects. Whenever you are writing any answers, or whenever you are choosing any answers, you have to know the meaning, and also you have to know and understand the grammatical context, because grammatical accuracy is really important in this type of situations. Okay, so we are going to the next part 5. This part will have 7 questions. Let us read the question. Look at the pictures and read the story. Write some words to complete the sentence about the story. You can use 1, 2, or 3 words. Now this is important. You can see they have given instructions, and that is, you can use 1, 2, or 3 words. That means you cannot use more than 3 words. You have to remember that you cannot use more than 3 words. If you use 4 words, this will be called as wrong answer. So you have to use 1 or 2 or maximum 3 words. So you can see there is a beautiful picture, and this picture is having a title, and that is Daisy at the Farm. You can see there is a short story. So you have to see the picture, you have to see the title, you have to read the story, you have to understand the story, and then based on this story you have to fill the gap. You can see there are pictures and there are stories. So you have to see the picture, see the story, and you have to fill the gap. You have to remember you cannot use more than 3 words. Okay, so you have to use maximum 3 words and minimum 1 word. So Again I am saying, you will see the pictures. You can see, you have to see the pictures, you have to read the story, you have to understand the story, and based on your understanding you have to fill the gap. And while you are filling the gap, you can use maximum 3 words and minimum 1 word. Okay, now we are coming up to the part 6. This part will have 6 questions. Let us read the question. Look, read and write. So first of all, look and see these images. There are lots of people doing lots of things. That dog is really having some great moments. That girl is carrying maybe a glass of juice, and then that boy having a good, that's a funky yellow shirt, and that boy is riding a bike. There is a car having the color of red. So lots of people doing lots of things. We are seeing lots of objects. So what we have to do basically? So basically we have to look these images, then we have to read, and we have to write. Let's see the questions. Okay, so the examples, we are seeing the examples. The dog is playing in some. Okay, so in this picture we can see the dog is playing in the water. That's why the answer is water. Now what's the mother wearing? So we have to see what's the mother wearing. Okay, so we can see that mother is wearing the color purple color. Okay, so this is purple color, a purple shirt. So what you have to do, you have to see the image, and based on your understanding of the image you have to write the answer. Okay, so you have to see the picture, you have to understand the picture, you have to understand the sentence and understand the questions, and based on your understanding of the picture you have to fill the gaps with correct words. So these are the questions. We can see 1 2 3 4 5 6. There are 6 questions. So you have to see. Okay, there are 4 questions, or in total we can say there are 6 questions. Okay, so you have to see the questions, and then based on your understanding of the picture you have to give your answers. Okay, these last 2 questions are really exciting. We can see, let us read the question. Now write 2 sentences about the picture. Okay, so you have already seen the picture, you have already have known about these things. Many people are doing many types of things. So basically you have to see the picture carefully, and then based on this picture you have to write 2 sentences. You can see there are 5 and 6 options. So you have to write 1 and 1, in total 2 sentences about the picture. Okay, so this is all about the reading and writing portions of the A1 movers. I hope that you have understand the video really well, and I hope that you will do great in your reading and writing module. And we will talk about more and more about CAE, but till then take care and goodbye. See you in my next video.